Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick?
Before we do that, Fi, I probably should clarify a thing real quick. See, I say I fucked up. I didn't fuck up. The computer fucked up. It lost my audio, so we're now doing this in post-commentary mode. So you get post-me as opposed to live-me for a change, which, well, I mean, I've already said they exist as two separate entities, but I feel like this is taking the joke slightly too far. Even though it's not a joke anymore, it's just a sad existence. Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. As I've said, this is sadly going to be post-commentary, so I've got the video, like, edited, mostly. I just need to cut around to a few bits or, like, fast-forward or other shit. But until we get there, like, this is going to be a post thing, so I'm going to still try and do my shitty voice acting in between, but we'll do that as we get there.
If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
I am this time. Specifically this time. Don't worry about it. And this is where I fucking do my intro actually, so fast forward. Anyway, we picked betray, and I've said there's gonna be I actually...
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
I remember I'm making a joke here where I said oh, there's going to be a horrible moment where Alice has actually picked ally this time, isn't there? We'll see how that plays out.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Freedom! As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose.
Yeah, about that.
I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Oh. Aw, come on. We don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
Yeah, about that. I'm from the future. I guess you could say I just know. Ominous foreshadowing!
Are you making fun of me?
I wish. Maybe.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, goody Zero's here.
Siggy! But no!
You been drinking?
Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
Didn't I make this same
We're
joke the
about
last
to
time we
announce
had
the
this situation
results.
play out?
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Yeah, probably not. Alright. There is no right choice in this game.
Good.
At least not to start with.
Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Oh, shut up.
Ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
Woo!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Yep, I'm seeing I've peaked my audio. Also, I didn't realize this was Danganronpa. So that's the same. That's the same. It was as I feared. The universe is not in balance anymore. And everything is broken. At this point, I assume
Here are the results from your game.
I assume actual me was very confused by
Let
this.
us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Then again, I wasn't much clearer myself. Hey, Alice! What the hell is this?
What?
You chose betray last time! And that's when my brain just explodes. It's like, I am aware of last time. Like, actually in character. So I chose betray too. No. Why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
I don't know how Sigma has, like, any aware of last time. He shouldn't. Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. And then he goes, what was going on? When Fire and I chose ally, Alice picked betray.
I just made the most rational choice.
And then she calls us an
The
idiot.
best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Yeah, but I remember that conversation fairly well. I was quite hurt by it, 'cause Alice is just a bitch. But this time I chose betray and her vote changed to ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, this was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen betray and chosen ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. I didn't understand what he meant by this last time, but this time I do. What he's saying was, since she technically chose before us, history can't change itself because we changed our answer. And then he goes into like a whole explanation of rock, paper, scissors to do this. So basically the long and short of it is, the first time we came down this route, I chose ally and she chose betray. Okay, fair enough. That's like, I call it a chain of events. However, saying that going back in time and like to change the answer so we get a better outcome, in air quotes, where no one gets any points but no one loses any points, her answer is somehow changed to counterbalance me going back in time, despite the fact that she chose her answer before me, so it wasn't affecting me going back in time and changing my answer. It was more the fact that it had just changed. Also, there's a note where Zero says, yeah, the teams are random. They're the same as previously, but whatever. So this rock, paper, scissors explanation goes on for quite a while, and honestly, I kind of found it hard to follow, but it was only after watching this back and, like, reading through it a couple more times, I'm like, okay, I feel I can explain this slightly better. But yeah, the idea was, because the idea that Sigma had was that because we went back through time and changed it, we, like, that us going back through time would cause Alice's answer to change, but the fact that she put her answer in before us means that us, like, the universe would change after we put our answer in, is the idea. But considering Alice put her answer in beforehand, that can't be the case. Because this game makes so much sense, and I'm not confused in the slightest. Because, yeah, why should I be? It's, I have no idea what's going on in this game. Like, I thought we were on the moon, but I don't think we are. I think we're just in the desert in the picture. After looking at that image more closely, it's just us in the desert and looking at the moon, not vice versa. I don't think... It's really hard to tell with a grayscale picture. And... Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite lines coming up when from this is like, no, wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? It's like, yeah, it's just like, okay, if I go back in time and do the blah 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 blah, wait a minute. I can't time travel. What the fuck am I doing? Except I feel like, I know we can, or some weird bull. I don't know. There is no easy way to explain what goes on in the Nonary games up until the end where everything falls into place. All I know is this definitely isn't the effect of a morphogenetic field.
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
And there she goes calling me a fucking idiot again, because Alice is just a giant bitch.
Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
Yes. At least trying to explain things I did. Oh. Sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions?
Yeah, I'm the one
I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
That's not my problem. Yeah, you're right.
What in
in God's name is wrong with you?
Everything and nothing at once. I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
Forget it. I'm never
Blame
going to
Fi.
trust you or Fi again.
I wouldn't trust
You'll
Fi
pay for
either.
this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left. It stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
No way I'd choose Betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I left this in just because I thought...
I see. Say no more.
Huh? What's that supposed to
Yeah, I
mean?
left this in because I feel like
We're
this is
starting to
different
get
from
kinda
last time.
creepy.
Creepy, huh?
Also, I
understand.
feel like Tenmyoji knows
Guess
Clover
I
from
just haven't had
somewhere.
enough time to earn your
Don't know
trust.
where.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's got to be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Right,
Yeah.
Mr. Dio?
Exactly.
I don't... Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably by all choosing Ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? As I feel like I made a joke as like I like the idea that Quark threatened him. Only Dio and Quark knew for sure. You will pick Ally, right, Mr. Dio? Right?
I'd say
Don't know what I'm doing
be Tenmyoji or less.
What the hell? This is important.
Here I
stuff.
ut some bits
Why
out
didn't you
because
tell
I
us
was
about
like,
this earlier?
this is mostly the same thing.
Sorry.
Except this is
Someone's
Alice
not
getting
going
pissed
to
off about
cut.
the zero
I thought
BP
you were
rule.
supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you
Nope.
conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Right, you definitely didn't have that premonition, did you?
Yeah, I guess so.
We're all having premonitions, and it's all not good. Anyway, now I cut to the infirmary because, well, as I've said, it's mostly the same scenes everywhere around this bit, apart from here where Alice is just a bit pissed off. And she shows just how much of a giant bitch she actually is. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
What are you doing here?
Yep, still a bitch. Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this?
This is
You're
why I
gonna
like
take his
Tenmyoji.
side?
Yeah, he's not an asshole about
I
things.
thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less?
And that's the line where I'm like, fucking hell, Alice, you're going a bit far, aren't you?
I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life.
Still, you're an Egyptian pharaoh. You can't be that young anymore. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, all the other scenes were the same pretty much as well. So then I also cut out the bomb scene as well. So here we just cut to the colored doors, chromatic doors. That's the word I'm looking for.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain.
Hey, the doors are open.
Just fast forwarding through some of these texts. You don't say, Dio.
Who's gonna go through which door?
Well, what are our options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
And just like the... And then Fi gives our explanations out. So basically there's... In the short, my options are like... We either go with Clover, we go with Fi, or we go with Alice. But I don't think Alice really wants to go with us. I'd call it a hunch, but yeah. Alice, like, is not keen.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay. How do we want to do this?
Well, you decided the first time, right?
Yeah?
Then can I decide this time?
Why you?
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left.
Entitled bitch.
Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose?
I mean, you didn't...
Wouldn't you agree?
You didn't let me choose last time, you fucking...
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 VP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
One correlates to the other, but yeah.
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
Goody, not me.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Me and Luna go with Fi.
I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
We'll get to that later.
You're made of ice, right?
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B, then?
Yes.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay, too?
I thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Fi. As far as how I felt about that, yeah, sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have any problems with it.
There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain.
Man, we like to take our time with these, don't we?
Doors closed. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another, then split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door, while Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover ran off the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Fi, and I ran to the red chromatic door next to the stage, and the next stage of the nonary game. Even in post, I still can't read.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Scanning, scanning, scanning. Yep, this is legit. And then we go for our weekly wander around? Huh? Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah, looks
Oh,
like
goody.
it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why should I?
It might be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. And I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about you. Even in post, this joke makes me laugh. I don't know. I was talking about your breasts. You know, for calling her a harpy earlier, like, oh no. I'm confusing that, actually, no.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
Good for you. If you're a C-cup, I'm packing 12 inches. I love this about this game. We continued in vain for some time until... Thank you, Luna. Thank you for putting me and Fi out of our goddamn misery. Huh?
What? It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever.
We were
Is
planning.
that okay?
We were planning on taking a while, but yeah, it's fine.
Only the one on the left opened.
The others are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway. Yeah.
Yep. Part me on reflection wonders, because we all have different BP numbers, and that supposedly responds to, like, those things on your BP. What is this place? Like, I wonder if, like, depending on who...
Looks like some kind of control room.
I wonder, depending on who pulls it, it opens a different door.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window.
It's an octopus!
Maybe a generator?
Right, well, let's split up and look around.
We need cards with the moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yeah. They're probably in this room somewhere.
Then let's get started.
Time to seek a way out again, even though I've already found the way out. So, funny thing about this this escape room in particular. So, I legit think cause the first thing I do is come over here and look at this laptop, and I get this test clipboard, and I'm like, oh, okay. There's a piece of paper on the clipboard. It says test. Each letter's written in a different color. The T is green, the E is blue, and then yes, it's yellow, and the second T is pink. They all look like they've been written with a highlighter. So I like taking notes on those colors. A laptop. It's got something on the screen. It's the letter T. Huh. You see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? So, yeah, like the USB pen drive. So, yeah, I kind of... Yeah, I see it. I'm taking my sweet time with this, aren't I? Just take it out of the goddamn laptop, Sigma. Or, me, why did you take so long? It looks like a memory stick. Probably because I think at the time I was being annoyed by people coming in and out from, you know, into the room. Anyway, so there's this USB scanner. Scanner, in inverted commas. I don't think this is a memory card. What? Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. Are these things? See, there's a slit on the end. Just wave the pod over any images or text you want to scan. Then you can plug it back into the laptop. And look at what you've scanned. Neat. Like, are these things? So my first instinct is, oh, just scan the test thing. Because, I don't know. Oh, the screen changed. You think it's because we pulled that thing out? Which, yeah, because then I look at the camera on the top and it's pointing at that part of the room, and I'm like, examine it, see if any flavor text comes up. Nope. I plug my USB back into the laptop. This is... And I get the secret fucking code for the safe. So, You think this is for the panel of the safe? I assume so. You found the safe password, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I assumed that, I don't know what I assumed, actually. Because I thought I'd gotten the actual one just to escape. Although there's a few different books here. We got some sort of dense technical thing and a novel. Doesn't look like there's any clues around here, though. Yeah, so I just took the USB, scanned the test thing as like, oh, that's probably just what I need to do. And I didn't realize I'd get my hidden answer from it. A cardboard box filled with complicated machinery. Think we can use it? I don't even know what it is. And then I just look. I keep looking at these.
These are all wrapped in PP bands.
PP bands?
Rope made of polypropane.
I learned a thing there, and I did chemistry, so I should know about these. But yeah, I'm just like examining the boxes. I'm like, flavor text? Is there any? And sadly not. So I just fast forward. The next thing I look at, which is really worth mentioning, is the red clock on the thing, which is like 1,140 seconds. It says 1,140 seconds on the face. Not sure why. So I make a note of this, and then I continue to wander around the room. And then I look at these cardboard boxes here. And then I'm like, I will examine them, and then I find this clipboard behind the one of them. Which my next instinct is scan that one. Anytime, mate. I think I spent a fair while trying to like possibly write down the numbers or something stupid. Don't know why. I didn't think I'd need the whole damn code. I mean, man, this post-commentary thing is harder than it looks. I probably should have edited more of the video. So I combine the two and I get this green USB stick, which then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go put that in the computer and see what I get out of it with this slow ass scrolling. Actually, before I do that, I like pan to the right and have a look at some more of the things. There's like the electric panel, there's the giant machine, which becomes important later. So I stick the USB into this and it gives me...
Look at the screen!
Huh, it changed. And then, yeah.
Huh? That's weird. This is a paper with numbers on it, right?
So...
It only shows 4 digits, though.
Yeah, so it gives us 7231. Well, if we read them in the direction of the arrow, we get 7213. I'm pretty sure I said 2 different things there, but you know what? We'll go with it. That tea is scalding hot. Why am I trying to drink it? And I pick my USB scanner up just in case. So I head back round to the everything. Have a look at this thing. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, 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 whatever. Huh.
You didn't have to read the whole thing out loud. Look, there's a hole in the middle of it.
Oh yeah. So I just look at this a bunch of times and like I don't get anywhere with it because I don't have what I need. So I look at the thing next to it, which is the next logical sense. Next logical sense? No, that's not even a phrase / word. So I look at these number pad things and see if I can make heads or tails of them. I decide to come back to them because I don't think I have the information, which upon reflecting on post, I did, because one of them is like a puzzle for the clocks. Here I get a compass and a protractor. Wow, a protractor! Haven't seen one of these in a while.
You remember what they're for, right? You use them to figure out angles.
There's a red line 30 degrees away from the 90 mark. What's it mean?
Maybe it's telling you to set an angle of 30 degrees.
So I dwell on this puzzle for a while. In the meantime, cardboard boxes. Because, you know, nothing interests me more than a good box. Take that as you will. I don't know. It's probably an innuendo there. Looking at these folders with code in them, nothing's really helpful. So I finally like fast forward and try and work out if I can use this. Because I look at this and I'm like, is that the hidden one?
The safe! Looks like the one to the AB room with the infirmary.
Infirmary? Infirmary, the new word for furnace room. So here I try and put in the code I got. I checked my files just to make sure. There's something about, I don't know. So I checked that and it's like sun, moon. And then I open the safe, and I'm like very surprised and taken aback that I get a golden file out of it. You can view them under the secrets tab. Speaking, I'm like, I opened this. I did not expect to open the goddamn gold one. I don't know why I didn't assume it was the. Cause then I look at this and I'm like, okay, that's both of them. And then I look at like the quarters one, and I'm like, no, I got, it's the one I got is definitely the one I need. And I'm like, well, I'm very surprised at myself. I did surprisingly well. And then I just pan round a lot. Possibly look at some other stuff. I already examined the giant machine here. What is this thing? It's huge. Innuendos for days.
Oh, I would have guessed it's used to analyze things. Looks like it's missing a part, though. That's a tall screen.
I don't think it's turned on.
Maybe it can't get power for some reason.
I'm still questioning, like, the voice I use for Luna. Like, it's kind of like Clover, except toned back a bit. It's less high-pitched and less, yay! What's this?
It's got all these pipes. Look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it.
Do you think this tubing has electrical cables in it or something?
Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current.
What would that accomplish?
I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power lever is the source.
Might as well give it a...
Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself, you fucking idiot. Look at 320.
Oh yeah, it's missing a lever. Oh.
The lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta go find a lever somewhere. My instinct was to apparently check the floor. So I think I do I examine the clocks once more and do some notes and see how long. And then the next arguably important thing I examine is these levers on the desk.
Hey, I think you can move these.
Oh, you're right.
It's haze off at the top and on the bottom.
So then I'm like, that's probably got something to do with the piece of paper on the side, which is like the on off paper. Yeah, so I go back to it and like, oh yeah, that's the thing I do. I try and examine it with the protractor.
What are you doing with that protractor?
Oh, I was just thinking of measuring the angle.
The angle of what?
And then I'm like, okay, like if I use the compass with it, what happens?
Are you thinking about putting the compass needle in that hole?
Yeah.
The compass isn't spread though. I don't think you can draw a circle like that.
Oh. So then I have the brilliant idea here, at least I think it's here. I look at my numbers clipboard, memorize my sequence, and go back to these lockers, I'm pretty sure. So I look at the one on the left, and let's have it. Let's see here. So this one is asking me about the times on the clock. So if I put in the seconds and the minutes that it was asking me about, what time would the clock show? Now, it took me a while to work this out because I'm a dumb apparently, but I'm just fast forwarding here. Get it wrong once, go back and examine the clocks, and then come back in, and it's 8:30 and 10 minutes past 3. 3:10 sounds a bit weird to say.
You did it! It unlocked!
I'm feeling very smug with myself, despite the fact that it's not even the best thing I accomplished this episode. Then I get this rainbow route, and that's like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's a The only thing I can determine fully is, well, that goes in the machine. So that's the first thing I do. Plonk it in its place. I think I can put the rainbow-colored route here. Fits perfectly. So then I go back, here I go back to the lockers. I also punched my microphone, apparently. Well, I pan around a bit, because I'm unsure as to what I'm freaking doing. I've messed around with the levers a bit more. I actually examined this thing in here. What is this thing? That thing?
An octopus?
That's a pretty big octopus!
Yeah, it'd take us all our lives to eat something that big.
Don't eat it.
I think that maybe that's an annihilation reactor.
Annihilation? You mean like that bomb?
Yes. The annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Firewood knows a lot more about it than me. You doing okay, Luna? Well, I wouldn't say that.
I need a drink, but the only thing I have is scalding hot coffee. So, I'm kind of at my ends here.
If it's what Luna thinks, it's pretty simple. There's gonna be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bump into one another. When they do, they annihilate one another. That's where you get the name. And release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass effect and...
Stop! Just stop! Too complicated. You're saying this octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right?
Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine or internal combustion engine, just better. All the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus.
So that would make this room the Octopus Room.
Yes. This is Mr. Octopus's control room.
That would have been a lot fucking funnier if I didn't fuck up Luna's line. But yeah, I actually did make a joke about it. Yes, it's the Octopus Room. All hail the mighty octopus, for he is truly in control of this facility. I don't know. Turns out Zero's actually an octopus this time around. I mean, don't fuck with octopi. I'm pretty sure they're meant to be intelligent creatures. So, we're still missing a thing for the machine. We're missing, like, I look at it and there's a ring part that needs to go over the top. So, naturally, as I said, I go back to the safe. And I look at the one on the right, I'm pretty sure. And then I try and put in my code, which I'd gotten from scanning the thing. The only problem is, this one requires math. I'm not very good at doing math on the fly. So, I got 7 right the first attempt. And then I put 7-1, which is wrong because it's 7-2-1-3. Basically, you make an L down the side, like a L-shaped Tetris block down the right-hand side and across the bottom. Because it's 7-1-2-3. No, 7-2-1-3. So yeah, I get it wrong once. Go and examine my paper again on the thing. And I actually put it in properly this time. Completed. Excellent! Unlocked!
Good work. Now we open it up.
And here's the ring thing! We got a disc-shaped part, which goes over the top of my root. Huh. Looks like it would fit. Here we go! It's a good thing it slides on top, isn't it? Part of a machine, it's shaped like a ring. Blah, 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 shining light on the roots.
Perfect! Now that we've attached the missing part, it should work. Wait. Something's not right.
What's wrong?
I pressed the power button, but nothing's happening. Maybe it doesn't have enough power.
So that's when I was like, okay, I need to do something with the switches at the side. It's always something. So I try and examine the screen. I'm like, it's not on. So I'm like, okay, I need to use the levers. The problem is one of them's missing a thing. So I go to this back, because this is the only thing we haven't done. And I don't know how long it took me to work this next bit out, but you have to combine the protractor and the compass. And then you open the compass at 30 degrees, and then you can use it with the sheet of paper. So if I just put the compass needle here, and then that draws a circle. And then this tells you what the switches need to be on for the thing.
Interesting. So use the compass to make a circle. Now the circle touches specific words.
So like, oh, I was gonna say like, how does that work? Oh, it's because it's a fucking compass. That's how it works, me. I swear sometimes because like you put it perfectly standing up and then draw the circle, and I guess like the idea is like, how are you meant to know which yes and no is first? And the answer to that is there's a white on, and then if you count just backwards too, that's where you need to start, because one of the things is in white. So I put this into the handle, or the handles, and one of them falls off.
Sigma, what are you doing? Don't break it.
No, wasn't me. Even though you just saw me do it, it just fell off.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it's off now, so no point crying over spilled levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else.
Like where? My brain's like, okay, so now this goes onto the lever puzzle. Maybe it won't work anymore because I lost one of the levers. Which, yeah, good job, Sigma. He's very good at breaking things, our boy Sigma is. So I put the lever onto the switchboard, I guess? Is that what this is? It's sort of a switchboard. Good, there we go. And then it's time to fuck around with this thing and try and get all the lights on the bottom to light up.
I found a manual on the floor over there.
I say, incredibly convenient.
It says this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way.
Huh?
Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity.
It's because science.
Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's say you turn the rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then the liquid coming out from 240 will go to the left tube.
And it's like, so you basically have to math it out so the numbers align with, so if you split them in like either fully one way, fully the other way, or half, because it will go, you can only do left, right, and center. And if you do it center, it splits in half. Perfectly. So, yeah, the idea is that you've got to work this out in order for the levers to match. I'm just not reading this dialogue here because it's just them explaining what I've explained in about 5 minutes or less than. And then you pull the lever down, and that's when you can test if it works or not. And doing that will light up the thing. Here I'm just like flicking through, and it's like I've eventually realized like pressing the power button is a good way for me to test. So I'm just like, honestly, I just brute force these puzzles. There was a moment where I was like, I could like sit and like work it out perfectly, but I'm just gonna switch levers and hope for the best, because I have done that before in the nonary games and it has worked to surprising effect. Anyway, I pull the power and it finishes. Yes, I am a champion, because look, and the machine comes to life.
It turned the power on. Look.
Yep, my route is now lit. And it's being scanned.
It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready.
Ready for what?
Well, ready for you to use this, I'm guessing.
The screen?
Yeah, I think.
So I'm like, okay, let me look at the screen. kind of bothered it didn't put me there in the first place.
I think I got it. This machine is a CT scanner.
You mean like from a hospital?
Yes.
One of those that can take pictures in cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff?
Yeah. It can image other things other than the human body too.
Like this plant! Which is really convenient.
Like this root, for instance.
Scanning. So I'm like, where is this going? It's 5 for a long time. So we open this.
So what we're seeing is on the left is a slice of that root? I think so.
What are we supposed to do then?
I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens.
All right. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm no stranger to trial and error. The bottom layer has 8 circles, blah blah blah. Here goes nothing. So I examined the top. So the top says it's got to be 100, and then there are these four fractions, which are 4/16, which is like a quarter. So I start messing with the numbers. So there are 4/16, which is a quarter. So the way I worked this one out is for yellow, I need the 2 numbers on the bottom to be a quarter of 100. So the bottom one is 19, as I elbow my mic. So I need to add a number to 19 in order to make 25, which is a quarter of 100, which is 6. I'm just putting numbers in here at random. But yeah, so I need to put 6 into 19. Then for the red one, which was 3/15, so I need a 5th. So that one needs to be like 20. So I need to put 8 in there. I was just trying to brute force this at this moment, and it was clearly getting me nowhere. So, and then 6/20ths, like 3/10. So that one needs to be 30. So 9 needs to go in the green one. And then the blue one, I just needed to work out what I needed to add to make it up to 100, which I believe was 10. Yep, I put 10 in here and I complete the thing. And I finally get the green codes. Huh? Looks like I got it.
You sure did. That's amazing. Good work.
You sound so impressed, Fi. Well, would you look at that?
The color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma.
And then it's 3 stars. This is...
I knew it. You've seen a password like this before, haven't you, Luna? Yes. The AP room at the infirmary.
So I think I go off and like, we've all seen these passwords before. I don't know why you're signaling Luna out. It's just 3 stars as well.
It'll open the safe, right? Yeah.
I think the only other reason I think I'm kind of sus of Luna, all of these puzzles have like space-themed solutions. Actually, now that I think about it, the whole thing's got a fucking space vibe. It's not just that one puzzle that you said was lunar eclipse-based, K. I still don't know how these safes managed to open and have different contents in them. Like, this is never a thing. Unless it's like secret compartments, but never like, can you switch the whole things? Yes, it opened! Okay, let's get our prizes. First we got...
a map. It says floor B. The one that we found in the crew quarters said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. Came down using an elevator, right?
I think we did. I don't know. It's really hard for me to tell when I'm not really moving about. So that will make A the top floor. Seems weird. Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor?
Well, look at it this way. A for above, B for below.
Why does that seem ominous? Whatever. Moving on. Our next prize is, let's see.
Key cards. They have a moon on them.
Well done, Fire. Your powers of observation are amazing. That means these are the moon cards that the announcer was talking about.
Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take 1. That's fine with you guys, right?
Sure, go for it. We've got 2 other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one...
Is this some kind of input device?
I'm trying to make a point, like, it looks like one of those ye old phones from, like, the late 2000s. And I couldn't, for the life of me, look up their names, but, thought they were, like, Nokia Blackberries or something. They're the phones that this reminds me of. They had the whole fucking QWERTY keyboard, and they were tiny. I don't understand how anyone could use them.
It has a keyboard on it. And a cable connected to the top.
So this is what we use to defuse the bomb. We just need the password. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now, though. And finally...
a key. We can get out now! Yeah. They should unlock the exit.
Key to the safe.
No more screwing around. Let's move!
Yeah, about that, Fi. I'm gonna have to, yeah. With the screwing around thing, it's like... Here, I'm just checking my flow diagram for some reason here, but yeah. She says no screwing around, but this is where I actually decided to end the episode. So I kind of hope I can cut this together and make, like, a decent video. My apologies that, A, there's been quite the gap between videos. As I've said, the audio fucked up, and if it hadn't, you'd have gotten this a lot sooner. And yeah, that's the only thing I have to say on it. I hope I can cut this together into something that's watchable. But I've recorded this on, I'm like trying to fix this on the Saturday night, but something tells me I won't be able to get it rendered out for Saturday, so it'll probably have to be Sunday's video, of which I have another video planned for them. That, yeah, more on that tomorrow when the video comes out. But other than that, thank you guys for watching this part of Virtue's Last Reward. I apologize if it's kind of disjointed and confusing. As I've said, this won't hopefully happen again. Hopefully I've fixed it so my audio won't shit out on me. I think it's because my hard drive got full. So I had to, so it just stopped itself, which is dumb as all hell. I'm scrolling through my secret files here, so I'm gonna just look away in case I glance at anything I shouldn't. The only one I remember glancing at while doing that was a file labeled terajoules, which is like 10 to the 12. It's a big number. Anyway, yes, I was outroing. Thank you guys for watching this part of Virtue's Last Reward. If you liked the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on... I don't know. I've done some speculating, because I'm like... the more I look at it, everything's like space-themed. Maybe I am on the moon. Even though I thought we were originally in like the desert looking up at the moon. Maybe we are just on the moon and I got it the wrong way around. As I've said, it's hard to tell with a black and white image. And yeah, other than that, if you want to keep up to date with any of the with this or Dream Drop Distance, learning its name, consider subscribing to the channel. Lets me know that you like this stuff I put out, and yeah, just that people want to keep watching these things. Even though I know most of you do. I'm strangely attracted to this weirdo sitting talking to a microphone. Probably should have phrased that in a better way. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I went southern there. Thank you all for watching. My apologies to any southerners out there. I've been Nix, and I will see you guys next time. Laters!